And hello, everybody. This is Dave Cruzen coming to you from Gallatin County High School tonight. The Gallatin County Hawks and the Carib Mills Wildcats are going to hook it up. The Hawks have just 2 regular season games remaining tonight and tomorrow night, which is senior night, and that'll be against the Crab Orchard Trojans. But tonight, the Wildcats and Coach Drake Patton are in town, and we're about 11 minutes or so away from the start of the JV game, and the internet is working tonight, so I'll be with you all night tonight. And we're going to step away for a moment, be back in a few minutes with the start of the JV game.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
Philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
So we're about 4.5 minutes before the start of the JV game. And like I said, fortunately tonight we do have the internet here. We have it working. Last night, for those of you who were turning it on to check out the game last night, I was there. Just unfortunately, around 6 o'clock last night, the internet was turned off. And once that's turned off, we lost all of our capabilities to be able to do anything as far as bring you the game or stream our app. I could not even record the game because it wouldn't run our app for me to even upload it later on. So my apologies for that. But again, that's one of those things that was a circumstance beyond our control. But we are here tonight. We can control things quite a bit here. We are at home, and the Hawks getting ready to square up with the Carroll Mills Wildcats. The Hawks, as you may know, last night it was a rough night for the Hawks. They dropped all 3 games at Hardin County, the freshman contest, the JV contest, and the varsity contest. And the Hawks will look to turn things around tonight as they take on the Carroll Mills Wildcats. It's been no secret this year, Carroll Mills has struggled, but that's the great thing about these games. You play them, and you never know what the outcome is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and fix our camera just a little bit more so we can get a little bit more of the floor for you there. And looks like they are clearing things off and getting ready, maybe get started just a minute or two early here tonight, which was always a great thing. Looks like for the Hawks, let's take a look at their huddle here real quick, and we're going to go ahead and fire up that scoreboard for you. For the Hawks, it looks like we have Caston Wood, Elliott Page, Cason Steele, Aiden Combs, and Wyatt Goebel. And for the Carroll Mills Wildcats, looks like they are going to have a lineup that looks like, let me find my players, number 15, Bentley Hull, number 55, Cooper Scott, number 10, Nick Garcia, I believe that's number 15. I'm sorry, I've already had number 15. Number 21, Chase Dunn. And I'll get the others whenever I can see their numbers well. Well, the ball is tipped. Steele quickly ahead to Elliott Page. Kicks it down low to Steele underneath, up and in, and the Hawks break on top to get started in the JV contest. Ball inbounded. Carroll Mills, number 4. That is Skaggs. His pass down court picked up by Garcia. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Aiden Combs, but he is tied up, and it will be Carroll Mills basketball on the alternating possession. Number 21, Chase Dunn to inbound the ball for the Wildcats. He flips it into Scott, off to number 4, Skaggs. His shot no good. Rebound, Aiden Combs gives it off to Page. And the Hawks will operate on the offensive end. Page over to Combs on the left side, back up top, Elliott Page. Page into the corner, Caston Wood. Back up top to Page. Skip pass across to Goebel, down to Wood in the corner, and back up top to Combs. Combs over to Page, now to Wood in the corner. Wood fires one up. Corner 3. Caston Wood connects from the side pocket, and the Hawks jump up 5-0. Pass from Skaggs is knocked out of bounds by Aiden Combs as he was trying to get that ball to number 21, Chase Dunn. It was broken up by the Hawks. Hawks going to drop back now. Ball inbounded, and Skaggs with the ball brings it across the line. Skaggs into Garcia at the free throw line. He drives, kicks it out to number 21. That is Dunn. His shot is up and good for 2. And Chase Dunn connects with the first basket of the night for the Wildcats. 5.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Ball into Goebel, dumps it low to Steele, knocked out of bounds by Skaggs. Check again for Carroll Mills, number 1, Cody Furlong. And number 55, Cooper Scott, will go to the bench. Goebel gets it into Steele, middle of the lane. He goes up, Steele scores. And Kara Mills back to the offensive end. Skaggs with the basketball. Down in the corner to Furlong. He steps in, fires up the shot, no good. Rebound batted around, picked up Elliott Page. As we go down to about the 5-minute mark. Page, nice little double step there by Page. His shot, however, not good. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Kara Mills basketball right at the 5:01 mark. Just getting started here, folks. Pull up a chair, get comfortable. Ball inbounded to Skaggs, now to Furlong. He'll be met at center court by Steele. Gets it over to Skaggs. Skaggs, one dribble, tries to get it to Furlong. Steele kicks it into the stands. It'll be Kara Mills basketball across the way. At the old hash mark line. Ball inbounded to Skaggs. Skaggs to Furlong. Spins away from the defender, back to Skaggs. Skaggs has his pocket picked by Wood. Caston Wood takes it all the way down and puts it in. And Caston Wood connects, and we have a timeout. Kara Mills at 4:31 on the clock. Hawks lead at 9-2. We have a full timeout as the Hawks have come out of the starting gate. Much better start for them tonight than the JV squad had last night. Talking with Coach McGuire, the JV team just got off to a horrendous start in that game last night and had to battle uphill all night long. Ended up losing the game by about 3 or 4, but really after the first quarter, just had a really good ball game. But you get off to a bad start, sometimes it's hard to inflate the tires on the road. So Kara Mills trying to keep from that taking place right now, and a timeout for them. And we're back to action. No changes in the Hawk lineup. Number 15, Bentley Hull, will be inbounding the ball for the Wildcats. He gets it into Furlong. And here we go. Steele's going to meet him at center court. Pass over to Skaggs. Skaggs tries to get it in and does. The number 21, Dunn. Goebel with the steal, gets it ahead to Steele. He drives, and we're going to have a blocking foul coming against Kara Mills. Foul will be whistled against number 4. That is Tyler Skaggs. That'll be his first. It'll send Cason Steele to the line to shoot 2. Steele connects with the first. Cason's second shot off the back iron. Rebound batted around loose on the ground and picked up by a Kara Mills player. And they're quickly going to have a jump ball, which will be Gallatin County basketball in the alternating possession. 4:07 on the clock, first quarter. Hawks to inbound into their own goal. Goebel. Into Wood in the corner, fires one up. Long rebound backside. Furlong with the board for the Wildcats. Up into the front court comes Kara Mills. He flings it ahead. Number 21, Chase Dunn, turns, shoots, misses. Garcia had the rebound, but it bounced out of his hands. Aiden Combs up with a loose ball. Gives it off to Wood. And the Hawks back to their offensive end. Elliott Page with the ball. Works the right side and up top to Combs. Combs. Underneath to Wood, and it's good. Nice feed there from Steele to Wood. And the Hawks up by 10. Furlong to Skaggs. Skaggs into the corner to Furlong. Stolen by Combs. Ahead to Steele. Steele ahead to Page. Page takes it up. Elliott Page with his first tally of the evening. And the Hawks take a 12-point advantage. Furlong directing traffic for the Cats in the front court to Skaggs. Bounce pass up top. Garcia feeds Dunn in the middle. Dunn over to Skaggs. His shot up. No good. Rims out. Combs with the board. Gets it off to Page. And Page, nice little double step again. Just about got away from the competition there, but Furlong blocks the shot from behind. For the Hawks, Max Brockett, Jaden Tucker, and Reese Crane check in as Combs, Wood, and Steele will go to the bench. And for Carey Mills, number 21, that is Chase Dunn, will have a seat as Kanan Sumner will check in. Pass into Brockett. He goes up and scores. Good look off the inbound pass right there, and Max puts one in the hole. 2.5 minutes left to go. Furlong with the basketball for Carrier Mills. Over to Skaggs. Skaggs up top to Garcia. Inside to number 15. Up and scores is number 15. That is Bentley Hall with his first basket of the night. Had to check my sheet to make sure I had that name correct. Tucker to Page, over to Crane in the corner. Crane into Brockett, up to Page. Thought about a long three. Then would probably think about coming and sitting down if it didn't connect. Tucker over to Goebel. Now the pass is knocked loose away from Tucker, but Tuck falls over the defender and comes up with a loose ball. Gets it back to Page on the offensive end, and the Hawks back to work. Crane. Skip pass across to Goebel. He cuts through the defense, up and in. Wyatt Goebel. Nice move to snake in there by Wyatt, and he connects for his first basket. Minute and a half left to go, first quarter. Skaggs with the basketball for Carey Mills, gets it down to Sumner. Sumner turns back to Skaggs. Pulls it back out as they reset the offense. Pass over, knocked away and stolen by Page. Almost couldn't get my camera adjusted in time. Elliott Page down for the bucket. He gets that first step. Elliott is quick. Into the front court now, Carrier Mills. Furlong over to Skaggs. Skaggs to Garcia, ball loose. Tucker picks it up. Tuck's going to drive. He lays one up, no good. Wyatt Goebel's there to clean it up. And the Hawks out to a big lead, 22-4, as we are about a half a minute away from this one being over with in the first quarter. Foul coming against Gallatin. Number 34, Wyatt Goebel, picks up his first, team first. And it'll be Carey Mills basketball under their own goal. Ball inbounded to Hall. Now it's up top to Skaggs. Skaggs nearly has his pocket picked by Brockett. 20 seconds on the clock. Stolen by Crane. Reese Crane to the other end. Stops. Gets set. Puts it in. Reese Crane does his first damage of the evening. Furlong back to the other end for Carey Mills. Spins into the defender. Turns. Flings one up. Rebound comes down backside. Wyatt Goebel. 3 seconds, two. They fire one up, and it kills the chair at the door. And at the end of one, the Hawks lead it 24-4. We'll be back in just a second. We get ready to start the second here. On the floor for the Hawks, Reese Crane, Aiden Combs, Jaden Tucker, Wyatt Goebel, and Carson Brannon has joined the fray. Carey Mills going with pretty much the same. A couple of new faces out there. Number 22, George Turner, and number 55, Cooper Scott, back on the floor for the Wildcats. And we go into the second quarter. Furlong with the basketball, off to Skaggs. Skaggs Works his way around, guarded by Brandon, and Brandon's going to be whistled for the foul. Had a little too much hands on him as he was trying to make his way through. First team foul, first on Carson. And Furlong to inbound the ball for the Wildcats. Skaggs has dropped back into the backcourt. Bounce pass in to Sumner. Sumner over to Furlong. Furlong calling the play. Looks over to see if he's got it correct, and he does. Passes across, knocked out of bounds by Combs. Pass intended for number 22, George Turner. Knocked out of bounds, Aiden Combs. Hawks. Solid defense into Furlong. His shot from about 12, up and good. Cody Furlong with his first basket of the night. And Brandon controls the ball for the Hawks into the front court. Over to Tucker. Tucker works himself back top of the key over to Combs. Combs works himself around. Out to Brandon. Brandon thought about the three. Now drives, bounce pass underneath the Crane. Back out to Brandon. Fires the three, and it is no good. Long rebound. Carson follows his shot, but it's going to be a loose ball out of bounds. It's going to be against Carrier Mills as Sumner was the last one to touch it. And the Hawks will inbound under their own goal. Brandon. Into Crane in the corner. Up top to Combs. Free throw line, drives into Goebel. Goebel, middle of lane. Nice dipsy-do move, but nothing there. Kanan Sumner with the rebound. And the Hawks lose the possession over to the Carrier Mills Wildcats. Pass ahead, swipe by Combs. Combs finds that other gear going down the floor, lays it up and in. Aiden Combs. He's a lot like Elliott Page. If he gets a step, he has got a gear. Up ahead to Sumner. Sumner over to Skaggs. Skaggs dribbles over on the left side. Looking for some help. Gets it to Furlong. Furlong drives the baseline. Puts up the shot. It's up. No good. Rims out. Combs with the rebound. Down to Tucker. 5:10 on the clock. Left in the first half. Over to Combs. Combs. Top of the key. Over to Brandon. Brandon. Through the defender. Now over to Tucker. Tucker fires one up. No good. Long rebound. Crane comes down with it. Spins his way back toward the goal. Up. No good. Tucker down there gets a board on the weak side. Gets it back out to Brandon, and the Hawks will reset. Brandon going to drive the lane. Goes up. Going to be fouled and does not connect with the shot. Sorry, folks. About knocked my camera down there. Foul was whistled against number 2. That is Kanan Sumner. That'll be his first. It sends Carson Brandon to the line to shoot a pair. Carson rattles the first one in. Checking in for the Hawks, Cason Steele and Caston Wood. Wyatt Goebel and Jaden Tucker will have a seat. Carson's second shot is short, just drops right down in front of the goal. Steele with the board, Sumner with the rebound. Carrier Mills back to the offensive end. Skaggs with the basketball for the Wildcats. Up top, guarded by Brandon. Bounce pass over to number 21. That is Hull. I'm sorry, that is Dunn. His pass underneath, picked off by number 21, Reese Crane. Caston Wood will bring the ball up into the front court for the Hawks. Pass inside now to Crane. The one-hander, no good. Dunn with the board, gets it out. Skaggs, he's driving, puts up the shot, no good, and we got a late whistle, but a foul coming against Caston Wood. Caston was trying to set up to take the charge there, but it's going to be called for a blocking foul. It's also going to send Tyler Skaggs to the line to shoot 2. Skaggs' first shot, no good. Checking in for the Hawks, Elliott Page and Reese Crane will go to the bench. Skaggs' second shot up, and it is good. Tyler Skaggs with his first points of the game. And Elliott Page brings the ball up into the front court. Over to Wood, up top to Brandon. Brandon back over to Wood on the left side underneath the steal. Steele makes a move to the baseline and bulls his way in, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder when he did that. You can't do that. Got to make that move without lowering that shoulder. Into the front court, Skaggs has his pocket picked on the pass by Page, and that is just automatic too when Elliott gets loose. Quickly up court. Kara Mills done. Over to Sumner. Sumner has the pass knocked away and stolen by Brandon. He drives, has his shot blocked, but a foul coming on Tyler Skaggs. That will be his second, and that will be the team's second. It will send Carson Brandon to the line to shoot 2 for the Hawks. 3:17 remains before the half. Carson's shot is no good. Number 1, Caleb Furlong. Number 15, Bentley Hull checking in as Tyler Skaggs and George Turner will go to the bench. Brandon with his second shot. And it is no good as well. Steele was there for the rebound. Couldn't believe he was that open. And puts it right back up and in. Case and Steele. That into the front court comes the Wildcats. Furlong with the basketball. Over to Sumner. Sumner. Cross court. Picked up by Dunn. Dunn gets it back on a loose ball. Furlong fires the 3. Long rebound. Cason Steele comes down. He decides he's going to take it himself. Now he gives it off to Page. Page pushes up into the front court. Over to Brandon. Back to Page. Inside Steele. Turns. Shoots. Cason Steele. And the Hawks up by 26. Pass ahead, broken up and stolen by Combs. He finds that fourth gear, gets down there, scores, and is going to be fouled. Aiden Combs. Foul on number 1. That is Cody Furlong. That'll be his first. And that will be the team third on Kara Mills as Combs will go to the line to shoot 1. 30-second timeout, Kara Mills. We have 2 minutes, 20 seconds before we get to the break. Two minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. JV contest between Kara Mills and Gallatin County. Aiden Combs at the line trying to complete the three-point play. Well, we got a lane violation if they want to call it. Shot is up. It is no good. They're going to let it go. Goebel with the rebound. Into Combs. Nice look from Wyatt. Combs misses the shot. Sumner with the rebound gives it off to Furlong, and back to the other end come the Wildcats. Furlong works to the middle, spins middle of the lane, puts up the shot, up and good. Cody Furlong. Tucker down the ball game, down to Combs. Back up top to Tucker. Over to Page, in the corner to Crane. Back to Page. Back to Tucker. Didn't realize that Crane was in the game as well. Rebound on the backside. Reese Crane puts it up and in. Nice job back there by Reese. And the Hawks lead it by 28. Pass inside, broken up, stolen by Combs. He finds that gear, misses the layup. Page is there to pick up the miss, pulls it back out, and the Hawks are going to reset the offense. Inside Goebel. Goebel spins, makes a move to the goal. Wyatt Goebel shot no good. Rebound comes down in the hands of Dunn. Gives it off to Furlong. And as we crawl under a minute left to play in the first half, pass ahead to Garcia. His pass across to Sumner. Sumner down low to Dunn. Ball knocked loose, picked up, stolen by Combs. Ahead to Crane. Crane decides nope, kicks it back out to Tucker. And the Hawks, with 45 seconds, may play for one final shot. Off to Combs. Combs is going to drive. Back out shot. Tucker. Tucker. Over to Page. Page in the corner to Crane. Crane. Back up top to Page. Into Goebel. He spins. Bounce pass on the baseline. Combs. Reverse layup. No good. Rebound comes down to Carrier Mills. Pass ahead to Furlong. Down to Garcia. He gets it across to Sumner on the skip pass, who hands it off to Furlong. Furlong nearly loses the handle, does lose the handle, picks it up on the baseline. His shot no good. Elliott Page, 7 seconds, 6. Elliott loves these last second shots. He drives down, pulls back, fires the three, in and out, and that'll do it at the end of the first half. The Hawks lead at 37-9 at the break. Good first half for the Hawks. Much different than last night. And I know Coach McGuire is much more pleased with this than he was the performance last night in the first quarter of that game. So we are at the half, and we're going to step away for a moment and be back in a little bit. Stay with us.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, Class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks athletics.
And we are at the half here of the JV contest. The Gallatin County Band is in full effect here for the halftime entertainment. Let's check the scoring real quick for the Hawks. At the break, they are being led in scoring by, let me get my sheet together here. They are being led in scoring by Cason Steele with 9. 7 points for Caston Wood. 6 points for Elliott Page. 4 points for Reese Crane. 4 points for Aiden Combs. 4 points for Wyatt Goebel. 2 points for Max Brockett. And 1 point for Carson Brannon. For Carrier Mills, they are led by Cody Furlong with 4 points. And then 2 points apiece for Bentley Hall, Chase Dunn, and 1 point for Tyler Skaggs. And that's where we stand at the break. The Hawks leading at 37-9. So I'm going to step away for a moment, leave my mic on here, and let you enjoy the band. And I'll be back right before the start of the second half. And we're going to get our camera readjusted here. Bear with me. All right, we have got our camera adjusted. Did not have an earthquake, folks. That was me adjusting the camera, getting it set. Nice job by the Gallatin County Band. And the basketball will be across the way. It will belong to the Hawks as we go to the third quarter. Let me just fix that for you so you know where we're at. Ball inbounded to Wood, over to Page. Page works himself back to the top, over to Wood, back to Page, top of the key. Over to Combs on the right side, now back to Page. Pass over to Caston Wood. Down to Page. Page thought about going baseline. Now skip pass across, knocked out of bounds by Skaggs. I believe that was Skaggs or Furlong. Furlong. And the Hawks will inbound at the old hash mark line. Ball inbounded to Caston Wood in the backcourt, and he gets it ahead to Page. Page flips it across to Combs. Combs up top to Page. Page with the basketball down to Combs. Underneath the steal, feeds Combs, cut into the lane, his shot no good. Rebound comes down. Wyatt Goebel had it, but it's going to be off his foot and out of bounds, and it will be Caramels basketball. As the Hawks lead it by 28, just starting the third quarter. Into the front court is Furlong. Over to Skaggs, up top to Garcia. His pass underneath gets away, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch Caramels. And see if I can get just a little bit more picture of the floor for you folks. Sorry about that. Pass ahead, Elliott Page into the front court. Page to Combs. Combs into the corner to Wood, underneath the Goebel. Baseline, tries to give it to Steele, but it's loose. Garcia comes up with it. He jets to the other end of the floor. Drags his foot, but it's going to be fouled by Page. And that will be Elliott's first, team first. And it comes at the 5:35 mark of the third quarter. Remember, Hawks tonight taking on Caramels. Tomorrow night, Crab Orchard will be in town. Garcia's first shot is no good. Crab Orchard will be here tomorrow night. That will be senior night for basketball players, cheerleaders, Scholar Bowl, band, and I believe that's all. I'm not sure. There may be some others. Garcia's second shot is short. Rebound comes down to Elliott Page. Page brings the ball up into the front court for the Hawks. Gets it ahead to Combs. Combs to Wood in the corner. Fires one up. No good. In and out. Rebound comes down. Dunn from Caramels with the board. And he is pestered down there by Elliott Page, but he gives it off to Furlong. And Caramels back to their half of the floor. Furlong across the timeline. Works left, goes right, bounce pass off the shoe of his partner. And Elliott Page covers it up. And it will be Caramels basketball in the alternating possession. That ball was loose, and Elliott covered that thing up like a car seat. Pass in to Furlong. Furlong into the front court, dribbles up, kicks it out, off the hand. Nope, to Skaggs. Now back out to Furlong. Furlong doubles back on the baseline, fires up a wild shot off the side of the backboard, and it will be Gallatin County basketball on the turnover. Checking in for Caramels, number 12. That is TJ Finero. And going to the bench will be Cody Furlong. And the Hawks will take it the length of the floor. Ball inbounded to Page. Couple of Hawks checking in at the table. Looks like Reese Crane and Jaden Tucker. Ball in the corner to Wood. Wood up top to Combs, over to Page. Bounce pass down to Combs, now to Wood in the corner. Back up to Combs, flips it into Steele. Ball's loose, comes back out to Combs. He goes baseline, up a couple of defenders, no good. Rebound comes down in the hands of Garcia. He gets it ahead to Skaggs, who Gets it ahead to Dunn. His shot is no good. I'm sorry, that's not Dunn. That was Hall. His shot no good. Combs the rebound up to Page. Page, free throw line. No. Yep, that one comes in. That'll teach me to predict it. Thought Elliott shot that one hard off the backboard, but it off the back rim, but it with a kind roll goes right back in for the Hawks. Skaggs with the basketball. Nearly has it picked by Elliott Page over there, trying to get it to Finero. And checking in for the Hawks, the aforementioned Reese Crane and Jaden Tucker, as Wood and Steele will go to the bench. Ball inbounded underneath to Hull. Hull tries to give it to Finero, and it's stolen by Page. Page gets around his defender, takes it down. Bounce pass in to Goebel, gets wild, but Page steals the steal, puts up the shot, and Elliott Page is going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Foul coming against number 12, I believe. That is TJ Finero. That'll be his first, team first. And that will send Elliott to the line to shoot for two. Elliott's first free throw is good. Carson Brandon checking in as Aiden Combs will go sit down. And Elliott Page fires one up off the back iron. Rebound Carson Brandon, who's just checked in. Flips it across to Tucker. Tucker drives baseline, pulls it back up top over to Page. Page down to Tuck. Tuck flips it across court to Brandon. Brandon on the baseline, goes up. His shot no good. Crane with the board. Reese Crane's shot no good. Rebound comes down to Carey Mills, and Crane is going to be the offending party there as he tried to go over the back of Bentley Hull of Carey Mills. .310 on the clock, third quarter. Hawks up by 31. Carey Mills into the front court. Furlong with the basketball. Gets it off to Finero. Finero, middle of the lane, right-hander, no good. Finero was fouled going in there. Foul on Carson Brandon. That'll be Carson's second, team third, and that will send TJ Finero to the line to shoot two for the Wildcats. Finero connects with his first shot. Number 4, Gage Pritchett checks in, and Elliott Page will have a seat. Finero's second shot is no good. Rebound, Reese Crane. Reese doing a good job on the boards. Gets it off to Tucker. Into the front court, Jaden Tucker. Over to Brandon. Brandon up top, Pritchett. Over to Tucker. Bounce pass in Goebel to the hole. Wyatt Goebel. Nice look, nice threading of the needle right there by Tucker. And Goebel brings one home. Sumner in the corner, up top, Finero. Finero worms his way through the defense. And a foul coming, I believe, against Wyatt Goebel. That will be Wyatt's second. And that will be the team fourth here in the third quarter. And that will send TJ Finero to the line to shoot two. Finero connects on his first shot. Second shot coming. Up and off the back iron. Rebound tied up, Goebel and Sumner. And it will be Gallatin County basketball in the alternating possession. 2:08 on the clock in the third. Brandon into Tucker. Jaden Tucker will bring it up into the front court. Bounce pass underneath the Crane, now out to Pritchett. Fires the three. Gage misses the three. Rebound comes down Sumner from Carey Mills. Gets it ahead. Finero. Bounce pass underneath to Dunn. Has his pocket picked by Brandon, however. Carson drives the middle of the lane, now pulls it back. Well, thought he was going to go again to Tucker in the corner. Fires one up, no good. Rebound. Brandon saves it back in bounds, but it's going to be thrown out of bounds on the save, and it'll be Cara Mills basketball across the way with 1:35 left on the clock in the third. The Hawks can hold on for the next minute and a half, maintain this 30-point lead. It will be continuous clock in the fourth quarter. Pass knocked away from Furlong, or dribble knocked away from Furlong rather, by Tucker. Furlong pulls up just inside the three-point line. His shot is short, and it will be out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch off of Gallatin. I'm going to say Tucker got a piece of that one on its way up, and Cara Mills will inbound into their own goal. Dunn into Sumner. Sumner out top to Finero. Finero works himself to the right side up near the Hawks' head. Now he's picked up his dribble and he's in trouble. Gets it off to Furlong on the right side. Furlong dumps it underneath. Cooper Scott couldn't hang on. Brandon picks up the loose ball. He's going to drive the length behind the back, spins around to the baseline, goes up and under, no good. Rebound comes down to Wyatt Goebel. Gives it off to Tucker, and Tucker says, let's reset things. Tucker on the left side over to Brandon. Brandon steps back, fires a three, no good. Rebound comes down to Dunn. Dunn gets it out to Furlong through traffic, puts one up and in. And Furlong connects for his 6th point of the night. And the Hawks lead it by 29. Bounce pass underneath. Goebel back out to Tucker. Tucker to Brandon in the corner. Kicks it across. Pritchett now to Reese Crane. Crane out to Pritchett. Over to Brandon. Brandon fires the three. No good. Rebound. Fought for on the backside. Dunn gets it to Furlong. I'm sorry, to Finero. And that's where the third is going to end, as the Hawks lead it 42-13. And we will be back in 60 seconds. And the Hawks with some new player on the floor. Jasper Cobb is checked in for the Hawks, as it will be Cara Mills basketball across the way. 7 minutes to go. Hawks lead it by 29, so no continuous clock. Up top is Dunn. Dunn drives, loses the handle. Picked up by Pritchett. Now it's lost to Sumner. Sumner works his way to the goal, has it knocked out of his hands by Goebel. Sumner saves it back in, right into Goebel's hands. He gives it off to Pritchett, and the Hawks will work to their end of the floor. Gage Pritchett running the show for the Hawks up top, out to Cobb, down to Tucker. Tucker underneath the Goebel. Bounce pass into Crane. Crane goes up, his shot no good. Rebound comes down, Garcia. Garcia gets it out. Oh, back and forth there, but they didn't call it. Finero will handle the ball up top for the Wildcats. Gets it off to Dunn on the left side. Underneath the Finero, he drives the lane, kicks it out to Sumner. Sumner fires the three, no good. Rebound comes down, Gage Pritchett. And Gage will bring it up into the front court for the Hawks. Over to Cobb in the corner. Tucker underneath, Goebel. Bounce pass underneath Pritchett. 8-footer, no good. Goebel there to put it back in. Misses. Gets his own board, and Wyatt Goebel puts it in, and that'll do it. We got the running clock the rest of the way at 5:37. Finero Over to Dunn. His pass picked off by Goebel. Pass ahead to Tucker, and the Hawks will pull it back out. Several players getting ready to check in for the Hawks at the next dead ball. Tucker underneath the Goebel. Back out. Tucker works his way in, hits Crane. Crane goes up, no good, gets his own board. Spins a couple of times, loses the handle, goes back up again. Rebound comes down. Crane had it knocked loose, and Sumner with a loose ball just decides to bang it off Goebel's knee for some reason. And it ends up in the hands of TJ Finuro of Carrier Mills. His pass is nearly picked off by Cobb, out of bounds, and checking in for the Hawks, Gavin Brazier, Ethan Morgan, and Lucas Reed, as Goebel, Crane, and Tucker will go to the bench for the Hawks. For Carrier Mills, some wholesale changes as well. Cooper Scott, George Turner, and number 25, Ben Cullers, check in for Carrier Mills. Furlong with the basketball, middle of the lane. His shot up is fouled. Foul on number 14. That is Gavin Brazier. That will be Brazier's first foul. And it will send Cody Furlong to the line as we are rolling down around the 4-minute mark. Furlong's first shot is no good off the back iron. Varsity game coming up at the conclusion of this one. Furlong's second shot, it is up and good. Coach McGuire all over his team, directing traffic. Bounce pass into Pritchett. Pritchett turns, his shot no good. Reed saves it back in. It comes down in the hands of Garcia from Carrier Mills. Gives it to Furlong into the front court for the Wildcats. He goes baseline, up against the defender, up and in, and Cody Furlong, by far the leading scorer for the Wildcats with 9 points. Brazier in the corner, into Pritchett. Turns back out. Morgan fires the three. Ethan Morgan. And Ethan Morgan connects from deep. Quickly to the other end. Wildcats. Furlong fires the three. Rebound comes down to Cobb. Cobb going to take it himself all the way. Lays it up with the left hand. No good. Pritchett with the rebound. He goes up. Fouled by number 25, Ben Cullers. And that will send Gage Pritchett to the line to shoot 2 for the Hawks. Very warm in the gym tonight. Gage's first shot no good. Checking in for the Hawks, number 20, Kendall Bloodworth, number 41, Noah Rushing, and number 1, Jeremy Owens, and he is be there for the shooter, as Reed and Cobb will go to the bench. 2:10 on the clock. Gage's second shot on its way, and no good. Rebound comes down off the hands of Scott, and it will be, they're going to say last touch by Gallatin. Into the front court, number 4, Skaggs, looking for some help, has his pocket nearly picked, and now it is, as it comes down in the hands of Morgan. Morgan back to the offensive end for the Hawks. Minute 30 on the clock. Morgan finds a lane, drives in, and he is fouled going to the goal by number 55, Cooper Scott, and that will be Cooper's first foul, and it will be the team's second foul on Carrier Mills in the fourth quarter. Morgan at the line shooting a pair. Misses the first. Second shot on its way for Morgan, in and out. Scott with the rebound gives it off to Skaggs. Skaggs back to the other end. Bounce pass over to number 22, George Turner. Turner in the corner, gets it into Scott. Scott back out to Turner, fires the three, no good. Rebound batted out. Owens comes up with the loose ball. Jeremiah Owens into the front court now with Morgan. Morgan has his pocket picked by Skaggs, goes the other way, and Owens with a hard foul under the goal. And that will send Tyler Skaggs to the line to shoot 2. And that will do it for this game, as we are just about ready for the buzzer to sound. Skaggs' first shot is good. Skaggs' second shot is no good. And that's the way this one's going to end, as Rushing pulls down the rebound. So, at the end of the JV contest, the Hawks win it by 30, 47-17. Let's check the scoring real quick. For the Hawks, they were led by Cason Steele with 9, Elliott Page also with 9, Wyatt Goebel with 8. And then 4 points for Aiden Combs, 4 points for Reese Crane, 3 points for Ethan Morgan, 2 points for Max Brockett, and 1 point for Carson Brannon, for their total of 47. For Cara Mills, they were led by Cody Furlong with 9, 2 points apiece for Tyler Skaggs, TJ Fanero, Bentley Hull, and Chase Dunn. So that is the end of the JV game. And we're going to step away here, and we are going to, well, we're not going to step away, actually. We're going to just kind of get things set up for you for the varsity contest. The band is getting ready to play. So we're going to stay here until the teams come out of the locker room. And the Hawks have taken the floor.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks Athletics.
We are back here. We got about 6 minutes before the start of this one, so get my notes together here for you all. Let's take a look at the The upcoming schedule. Tomorrow night, the high school boys are going to be in action. Crab Orchard will be here tomorrow night. It will be senior night. Basketball players, cheerleaders, Scholar Bowl team, and band members. And that is tomorrow night, Crab Orchard. Friday night at 6:30, the high school girls will be in action here in the regional championship game as they will square off with the Christopher Lady Bearcats, who are the top seed in that regional. The Lady Hawks upset Goreville on Monday night to advance to the regional championship, and that is tomorrow night at 6:30. And then next Monday night at 6:30, the Hawks begin their regional play, and that game will be here at Gallatin. And that is 6:30 next Monday night, and they will be taking on the Crab Orchard Trojans yet again. So Crab Orchard will be here twice in the next several days. So that is the upcoming schedule. And of course, the Lady Hawks and the Hawks, once they get in the regional, they will keep playing as long as they keep winning. So we hope both teams will keep going. Let's take a look at this game. For the Hawks, they come into this, of course, last night dropping one at Hardin County. So the Hawks come into this with a record of 14 wins and 15 losses. And in the GEC, they are 9-3, which is going to be good for second place in the GEC conference this season. For Carrier Mills, well, like we said, it's been a tough year for Carrier Mills and Coach Drake Patton. They come into this with a record of 0 wins, 25 losses, 0-12 in the GEC, and it's tough when you have to rebuild, and unfortunately that's where Carrier Mills has been. But Drake is doing a great job with the team, and it's a tough job, but he has done it with an admirable way of doing things. Not many people could do what he has been doing with that team, and he's done a great job. But like I said, that's why we play the games, and that's what we're doing tonight, is playing one here at GEC conference game. Now let's talk about these two teams as far as their regionals go. Gallatin County is, of course, playing here at home Monday night. They will take on the Crab Orchard Trojans, and a win over Crab Orchard on Monday night will advance the Hawks to the regional semifinal, which is next Wednesday night. They will play the winner of Joppa and Hardin County, as Hardin County comes in as the top seed in the Gallatin County Regional. The other teams in the Gallatin County Regional on the bottom half of the bracket, Norris City, they are taking on Egyptian on Monday night, and Thompsonville will face off with Galatia. All those games on Monday night are at the higher seeded school's home court. The Hawks, of course, are the higher seed over Crab Orchard, so their game will be here. And then after that, the remaining games, the semifinal and the championship, will be here at Gallatin County. So big advantage for the Hawks to have the tournament on their home turf. Carrier Mills, they will enter the regional tournament play on Monday, and they have to travel all the way down to Wolf Lake, take on Shawnee. The winner of their game will advance to the Cobden Regional to take on the top seed in the Cobden Regional, and that would be the Goreville Blackcats. So, regional time is upon us, and tournament basketball is here. And of course, the Lady Hawks again in the regional championship of their tournament here tomorrow night, taking on Christopher. So if you have an opportunity, come out and watch them. The girls, like I said, upset Goreville Monday night. Just an outstanding effort by the Lady Hawks on Monday night to get that victory. The game plan was really good. Their execution was really good. Some of the best rebounding that I've seen out of any high school team this year. And all that led the Lady Hawks to a victory over Goreville and a berth in the regional championship game for the second straight year. Of course, the Lady Hawks did win the regional last year at Goreville and advanced to the sectional at Trico, and they are going to try to emulate that situation come this week. So, the buzzer has sounded, just waiting for the band to finish up, and they have finished, so I believe it is National Anthem time. And we have the Gallatin County Elementary Choir to perform tonight's National Anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please stand for the singing of the National Anthem by our elementary students under the direction of Miss Kelly Smith.
And a great job by the Gallatin County Elementary Choir students. As we are ready for the starting lineups of this one, Caramels will be introduced first.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's contest between the visiting Caramels Wildcats and your own Gallatin County Hawks. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Wildcats. At guard, number 10, Nicholas Garcia.
Nick Garcia is the first one announced out of the
Number 4, Tyler Skaggs.
Tyler Skaggs next for the Wildcats.
At guard, number 12, TJ Finaro.
TJ Finaro, the third
At forward,
gentleman out of the
21, Chase Dunn.
Chase Dunn, number
And at
21.
center, number 2, Kanan Sumner.
And Kanan Sumner will round out the starting rotation for the Caramels Wildcats and Coach Drake Patton. And Caramels very short-handed out there right now, but Many of the young guys that just played in the JV game will be participating in the varsity game for them. And for the Hawks, Jordan Montgomery, the senior Hawk, comes out first. Jackson Carney. Talon Smith and Jackson, both juniors, and in the backcourt for the Hawks. Caston Wood getting the start tonight. And Max Brockett rounds out the starting rotation for the Hawks. As many of you may or may not know, Brendan Brown, who is typically a starter for the Hawks, is injured and is not able to play. Some damage done to Brendan's knee at Thompsonville. And Brendan will more than likely, I believe, be out for the rest of the year. I don't have official word, but I have unofficial word. And that is a shame. Hate that for Brendan and for the team. But as it is in the world of sports, you press on and you move ahead with what you have. And that's what the Hawks will do. Officials tonight, Chris Mosier, Steve Bethel, and Kevin Lewis, veteran officiating crew for this contest. As we are set for action, let's go ahead and fire up that scoreboard for you. There it is. And the Hawks still in the huddle, getting some last-minute instructions from Coach Lawler. Hawks looking to turn things around after a tough night last night. Only thing to do the rest of the way is to keep everybody healthy and to go out and have fun and just work on some things that you need to work on. It'll be Sumner jumping for the Wildcats, and Jackson Carney, the point guard, will do the honors for the Hawks as we are ready to fire things up in the varsity contest, and we're on our way. Sumner with the tip controls it for the Wildcats into the backcourt to Skaggs, ahead to Finero. Finero across the timeline to Skaggs. Skaggs, bounce pass underneath to Dunn, pass out to Sumner, fires the three, hits up, no good. Rebound comes down, Jordan Montgomery gives it off to Carney, and the Hawks will have their first offensive stand of the night. Carney into the front court for the Hawks, directing traffic against the 2-3 defense from Carey Mills. Pass over to Smith, underneath to Montgomery, up and in. Jordan Montgomery gets the Hawks going with their scoring tonight. And the Hawks take a 2-0 lead. Front court, Skaggs with the basketball, knocked out to Finero. He tried to feed it into Dunn, and now it's taken away by Carney. Carney through traffic, loses the handle, and we got a foul coming against Carey Mills. Number 10, that is Garcia, picking up his first foul, first team foul on the Wildcats. Talon Smith to inbound the ball for the Hawks, 7:09 on the clock. And he's going to inbound in the wrong spot. Now Jordan Montgomery says, I'll throw it in. Jordan runs out, back court to Carney. Off to Wood on the right side. Caston Wood, the sophomore, dribbles over, gives it to Smith, feeds Montgomery underneath. The skip pass blocked. Carney comes down with it, however, and the Hawks add to their lead at 4-0. Into the front court is Finero. Finero has his pocket picked by Talon Smith. Drives in, lays it up and in. And a quick timeout by Coach Drake Patton. He wants a 30-second timeout to discuss things, as the Hawks have jumped out to a 6-0 lead with 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Again, the Hawks with only one more regular season game before regional play begins. Tomorrow night here at home against Crab Orchard, and that will be senior night. Definitely come out and support the kids on senior night, as we are going to see a lot of Crab Orchard in the next couple of days. Tomorrow night, then next Monday night in the regional. Carey Mills to inbound, the Hawks with some pressure. Three-quarter court pressure by the Hawks as Sumner inbounds the ball to Finero. Finero ahead to Skaggs. Skaggs way ahead to Garcia. Turns, skip pass across to Dunn. Fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down Montgomery. Gives it off to Kearney. Kearney quickly back to the Hawk into the floor. Kicks it over to Smith. Smith drives the lane. Has his shot rejected by Sumner. Kanan Sumner got up and blocked that one. Down to the corner. Smith fires one up. Corner three. Finero ahead to Sumner. His pass broken up and stolen by Brockett. Ahead to Montgomery. Feeds Kearney on the left side. His shot no good, but a foul coming as Tyler Skaggs is going to be whistled for the foul. And that'll be Skaggs' first foul, second team foul against the Wildcats, as it will send Kearney to the line to shoot two. Jackson Kearney connects on the first one. Cody Furlong checks in as Garcia will go to the bench for the Wildcats. Kearney's second shot is up and good. And Kara Mills inbound quickly to Skaggs. To Finero, cross-court pass now over to Skaggs. He gets through some defenders, but they're going to call him for some extra steps as he tried to break the tacklers and head for the end zone. And the Hawks will take over with 5:59 on the clock. Kearney into Smith. Smith into the front court. Works his way to the right side. Into the corner to Brockett. Fires the three. Max, no good. Rebound loss going to be off Montgomery's hand, and it will be Kara Mills basketball. Three-quarter court pressure by the Hawks. Ball inbounded to Skaggs. To Finero. He works the ball to the right side, back up top, down to Furlong, has it stolen. Wood ahead to Kearney, and Jackson Kearney finds the goal again for the Hawks. Furlong to Finero. Finero works back middle of the floor. Timeout, Kara Mills, and it looks like it will probably be a 30-second timeout by Kara Mills at the 5:20 mark. And the Hawks at the 5:20 mark pulled the pressure back to a half-court set. Finero with the basketball up to Skaggs. Skaggs back to Finero. Finero works it over to the left side of the floor, down to the corner. Has the ball stripped away and stolen by Montgomery. And a foul coming against Finero. That'll be his first, team third. And Gallatin to inbound the ball in front of the student section. Ball into Kearney. Kearney across the line. Up to Smith. Feeds Brockett at the free throw line. Dumps it low to Montgomery. It's tapped out to Kearney, who jets his way in. His shot no good. Sumner's rebound attempt knocked loose, and Furlong comes up with it, and a quick foul whistled against Jackson Kearney on the baseline down there trying to pick up the loose ball. And Kara Mills will retain possession with 4:44 to go in the first. Furlong gives it off to Finero. Over to Skaggs. Skaggs back to Finero. Over to Skaggs. Fires the three. No good. Rebound Talon Smith. Smith quickly up court for the Hawks. Dumps it into Montgomery. Bounce pass across to Wood. Out to Kearney. Kearney pulls up. Kicks it down low to Montgomery. Bounce pass behind the back to Max Brockett. That was slick right there by Montgomery. Feeding Brockett on the block. Jordan Montgomery with a nice wraparound behind the back pass. Kara Mills now to their end. Dunn underneath on the low block. His shot no good. Montgomery with the rebound. Gives it to Carney. Carney is going to be clipped up near the center circle, and a foul coming against Kara Mills. Number 4, Tyler Skaggs, picking up his second, team fourth. And the Hawks will inbound it across the way. 3:50 left on the clock in the first quarter. Over to Carney, down to Wood. Wood, skip pass over to Smith. Smith goes baseline, lays it up one hand. Up and in, Talon Smith. Nice touch there by Talon. And the Hawks are up 17. Into the front court, Skaggs, skip pass across, off the hands of Montgomery. And Furlong has it, but he took an extra step as he started to make his way to the goal. And check again for Kara Mills. Number 15. I have lost that person off my paper. I believe that is Hull. Pass underneath the Montgomery, up and good. Jordan Montgomery. Into the front court, Kara Mills. Out top. Finero fires the three. And TJ Finero cracks the scoreboard for the Wildcats. The Hawks quickly back to their end. Montgomery skip pass across over the head of Talon Smith right into the front row. Off the head of Martin Duffy behind the scorer's table. Martin was open. Furlong ahead to Skaggs. Skaggs. Skip pass back across to Furlong. Furlong looking for Skaggs. He feeds it all the way across court. I'm sorry, that was Furlong. Finero fed Furlong. His shot no good off the board, off the rim, out of bounds. They've got me completely frustrated up here with all the last names that sound similar. 2 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hawks lead at 19-3. Smith with the ball across the timeline. Over to Wood. Wood skip pass to Smith. Fires one up. Misses the three. Rebound comes down. Knocked loose to Montgomery. His shot no good. Rebound battled around. Knocked out Wood. Wood fires one up from Three-Town and drills it. As Caston Wood with his first bucket of the game. And it's a big three as the Hawks are up by 19. Pass broken up by Carney. Smith with a steal. Bounce pass across to Montgomery. Cutting to the goal. Nice job on the break. Good look, good feed, good bucket. And the Hawks up by 21. 1:40 on the clock. Over to Finero. Finero to Furlong. Furlong nearly has it swiped by Smith. Furlong back to Finero. He drives in. Has it taken away by Smith. Smith is fouled as he tries to get around Furlong, as that will be Cody Furlong's first foul. Sounds like I'm saying a Dr. Seuss novel up here. Kanan Sumner checking back in for Kara Mills, as is Garcia. And that was the 5th foul against Kara Mills, so that will send Talon Smith to the line, as that foul was whistled again against Furlong. And Talon will go to the line to shoot a pair for the Hawks. First one is good. Second shot is also good. And the Hawks lead it by 23. Garcia on the far side with the basketball. Gives it back to Finero. His pass underneath, broken up and stolen by Wood. Flips it ahead, Montgomery. Montgomery tries to feed Talon Smith, but Talon was already cutting out to the corner. And it's a turnover with 1:03 left to go in the first. Finero ahead to Sumner. Across to Garcia. And Garcia takes the extra step as he gets the ball. Coach Patton saying, hey, shoot that thing. You're open. The Ball into Kearney. Ahead to Wood. Skip pass back to Kearney. Fires the three. No good. Rebound comes down off the hands of a couple of players. Now it's out to Montgomery for three. No good. Rebound again. Tap down low. Sumner saves it back in, and it goes off the hands of the Carroll Mills player. And with 30.9 seconds left on the clock, the Hawks will inbound under their own goal. Ball into Smith in the corner. Out top to Kearney. Down to Wood. Wood dribbles in. Bounce pass into Smith. Lays it up and in. Nice pass there on the bounce pass on the baseline side, and Talon Smith goes up and scores. Hawks lead it by a bundle. And we got a kicked ball. And that will be Carroll Mills basketball with 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ball inbounded. Finero with it for the Wildcats. Over to Garcia. In the corner is Hull. His shot partially blocked, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the Hawks leading it 28-3. We'll be back in just a second for second quarter. Stay with us. And for the Hawks, it's like a hockey game. We've had the line change out there for any of you that have been watching the Olympic hockey. Wholesale changes for the Hawks. Elliott Page, Wyatt Goebel, Aiden Combs, Reese Crane, and Kaysen Steele on the floor for the Hawks. And, you know, this time of year, it's the wise thing to do to just make those changes, make sure everybody gets in, especially when you have a game where you're comfortably in control right now. Just get those guys out there, avoid injury. That is intelligent coaching right there. Good team management. Page with the basketball for the Hawks. Over to Goebel. Goebel feeds Steele underneath. His pass to Crane is slapped out of bounds by Carroll Mills, and it will be Gallatin County basketball at the end of the Wildcat bench. Wyatt Goebel triggered in for the Hawks. Flips it into Page. Almost goes back court. You can see Elliott's eyes get big. He thought, oh, man, I messed up. Pass into Steele. Steele up top to Combs. Combs loses the handle down to Goebel. Goebel, ball's loose, jump ball. It'll be Carroll Mills basketball on the alternating possession. And the Hawks back on the defensive end. Finero ahead to Skaggs. Up top, Finero nearly stolen by Elliott Page. Now it's loose, and it's going to be last touch out of bounds off of Carroll Mills. Finero, I didn't quite catch that on camera, I don't think. The ball was broken up, and it was knocked back court. As he went to pick it up, he stumbled, and unfortunately it went off his hands out of bounds. So, ball inbounded. Hawks have it. Combs over to Goebel on the left side. Drives in. Bounce pass underneath the Steele. Up and in. Kaysen Steele on the assist by Wyatt Goebel. And the Hawks up by 27. Pass ahead, broken up and stolen by Goebel. Feeds Page. Page drives it in. Misses the layup. Crane is there. Gives it out to Combs. Over to Goebel. Out to Page. Page fires the three, and it is good for Elliott Page. As the Hawks extend their lead to 30. Skaggs, pass nearly stolen by Page. Pass over in the corner. Hull up top to Finero. Bounce pass inside. Knocked away by Steele, and Page comes up with it. Bounce pass ahead to Crane. Lays it up, no good. Sumner with the rebound. Flings it ahead. Furlong spins, pulls back, fires one up, no good. Rebound comes down. Reese Crane gives it off to Page, and the Hawks will slowly bring it up court with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Combs over on the right side. Into the corner to Crane. Bounce pass to Goebel. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be Gallatin County basketball. Jaden Tucker checking in. Elliott Page is going to go to the bench. Goebel. Into Steele. Steele feeds Goebel underneath. Spins toward the middle of the lane. Goes up. Wyatt Goebel draws the foul. I think that's going to be on Sumner. If it is, that will be his first. Nope, it's going to be called on Finero. That'll be his second. And that will send Wyatt Goebel to the line to shoot 2. Goebel connects on the first shot. And Goebel connects on the second. As it feels like they have a fan turned on now, so it feels pretty good up here at this point. Finero into the front court for Carey Mills. Gets it ahead to Hull. His pass across Sumner. A little 15-footer up and good. As Kanan Sumner connects for the Wildcats. Tucker directing traffic for the Hawks. Ahead to Combs. Combs in the corner. Goebel has it stolen away by Furlong. My apologies, the camera didn't go over there. Finero with it. Feeds Skaggs. Spins. Low block. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Goebel. Ooh, Goebel gets whacked in the face as someone come through trying to make a steal. And we have a foul coming against number 12, TJ Finero. That'll be his third. And checking in for the Wildcats, number 21, Chase Dunn. Ball into Tucker. Into the front court to Steele. Middle lane, Goebel. Goebel tries to dump it down low to Combs, but it's knocked loose and picked up by Furlong. Carey Mills back on the offensive end. Passes across. Finero works his way down the lane. Now kicks it back. Bounce pass inside. Broken up. Pass knocked away to the corner out of bounds. And it will be Carey Mills basketball under their own basket. 4:39 left to go in the first half. Finero. High, long pass into Sumner up near the top of the key. Hands it off to Furlong. Furlong dribbles over. Bounce pass down low to Hall. Hall turns. Skip pass across to Finero. Finero works his way to the left side to the baseline. Bounce pass up to Sumner at the three-point line. Now over to number 1, Furlong. Fires the three. No good. Rebound, Case and Steele. And the Hawks will retain possession with 4:15 to go in the first half. Line change coming for the Hawks as the starting squad gets up off the bench. Over to Tucker. Tucker works his way down through the defense, tries to thread the pass into Steele, but is kicked out of bounds by Sumner. And for the Hawks, that starting crew will be back out there. Wood, Kearney, Smith, Montgomery, and Brockett. Carey Mills basketball down on the far end. 4:03 left to go. And timeout, Carey Mills. Coach Patton wants a full timeout to talk about things, so we are going to step away, get ourselves a drink. We'll be back with you in about 60 seconds. .402 left to go in the first half. Carey Mills basketball going the length of the floor. Into the front court, Finero. Bounce pass over, nearly stolen. It is stolen by Montgomery, but they're going to say Jordan picked up the foul on the steal. That is Jordan's first, team first. Ball over to Finero in the corner. Finero drives baseline, works his way through the defense. Rebound off the hands of Skaggs, picked up by Carney. Carney into the front court for the Hawks. Over to Smith. Smith in the corner, Brockett back out to Smith. To Carney, to Brockett for three. Max's three, no good. Rebound, weak side, comes down to Wood. Double dribble there by Smith, gets away with it, and his pass broken up and stolen by Finero. Finero's going to drive the link through the defense, and we got a foul coming. I believe they're going to whistle it on Max as he was standing in the area. And I am incorrect as usual. That one is on Carney. That'll be his second, team second. It will send TJ Finero to the line to shoot two. Finero's first shot rims off. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Finero's second shot no good. Jordan Montgomery with the rebound. Gives it off to Caston Wood. Head into the front court, come the Hawks. Over to Smith, into Carney. In the lane, his shot rejected by Sumner. Pass down low, Montgomery up and scores. And Montgomery with the bucket and a foul. Foul whistled on number one, Cody Furlong. That'll be his second and the team at third on Cara Mills. Jordan Montgomery at the line for the old conventional three-point play. And it's good. It may be old, it may be conventional, but it's still worth 3 points. Head to the front court. Finero to Skaggs, cross court, Furlong. His pass batted right back to him, so he fires the three. No good. Rebound, Talon Smith. Smith into the front court for the Hawks, up in the corner. Wood back to Smith, fires the three. No good. Long rebound, Carney. Carney with the board, pulls it out, gives it to Montgomery. Montgomery gives it out to Carney. 2-3 defense being played by Cara Mills. Over to Smith underneath to Montgomery. Montgomery back out to Smith. On the baseline, his shot is up, no good. Rebound comes down Hull from Cara Mills as the pass finally makes its way out to Skaggs, who gives it off to Finero. And into the front court comes Cara Mills. Skaggs. Bounce pass into Sumner across. Furlong did not take the shot. Tries to feed it into Sumner. It's off the side of the backboard. Montgomery with the loose ball gives it to Smith. Smith on the drive, misses, gets his own board. Nope, now it's taken away by Furlong. I think it would have been a walk anyway. Finero comes out with it, back the other way. He drives through some defenders, bounces off, gives it to Hull in the corner. His shot no good. Sumner with the rebound. He pulls it out in the corner. Feeds Skaggs, cutting down to the low block. His shot is no good, and it's rebounded by Brockett. And the Hawks back to their end with 1:23 on the clock. Carney with the basketball. Over to Smith on the far side. Down in the corner to Wood to Montgomery. Up top Smith, now over to Carney for three. No good. Rebound short. Talon Smith comes up with a loose ball. And the Hawks extend the lead. Into the front court. Finero for Cara Mills. Over to Skaggs. Bounce pass into Sumner. Sumner in the corner. Furlong fires up a three. A lot of threes in this game. Montgomery with the board. Gets it back to Carney. Pass ahead to Smith. He feeds Wood on the weak block. A nice look. Good cut by Caston Wood. Nice look by Talon Smith. That all came together really nicely. 30 seconds left on the clock. The pass stolen by Steele. Feeds Wood. Wood drives. Lays it up and in. Caston Wood. And the Hawks defense has just been top notch, and Carney is going to be whistled for his third foul with 15 seconds left to go in the first half. And for Cara Mills, they're doing their hockey change right now Number 15, that is Hull is checking in. Garcia, number 33. That is, a pass is stolen anyway. Ahead to Smith. He lays it up and in. And the Hawks out to a big lead with 3 seconds to go. Final shot put up by Kara Mills, no good. And at the half, the Hawks lead it by a bundle, 46-5. And we will be back in just a few moments.
The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would like to say a huge thank you to this year's broadcast sponsors. Ultra-fast speeds? Check. Future-proof network? Check. Locally owned with local technicians and local customer service? Triple check. Shawnee Communications has built its fiber network to ensure your online lifestyle never skips a beat. Whether you're streaming, deploying smart home devices, or working remotely, Shawnee Communication checks all of your boxes. To learn more, visit www.shawnee.com. Wenzel Lumber Company, located at 7490 Island Riffle Road in Junction, Illinois, are producers of crane and access mats, hardwood cribbling, mine props, timbers, and pinboards. Call 618-269-3286 for all your lumber needs at Wenzel Lumber Company. New Hope General Baptist Church and Pastor Daniel Accord invite everyone to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, church at 10:30, and Thursday night Bible study at 6 o'clock. They are located just 4 miles north of Ridgeway on Jackson New Hope Road. New Hope General Baptist Church, sharing God's love together. Banterra Bank is proud to support Gallatin County schools. Did you know that Banterra has been helping our community thrive since 1975? It all started right here in Gallatin County with Banterra's very first branch in Ridgeway. Today, 50 years later, Banterra has grown to more than 40 locations across 6 states, and they are proud to be based in Southern Illinois. Now, opening an account is easier than ever with Banterra's new online account opening option. You can get started anytime, anywhere. Stop by your local branch or visit Banterra Bank to open your account today. Banterra Bank, member FDIC. Are you looking for a place where you can feel like part of the family? A place to grow in faith and connect with your community? We'd love for you to join us this Sunday at the Ohio Valley General Baptist Church in Shawneetown, located at 188 East Church Street. Come as you are. Everyone is welcome. Our Sunday school kicks things off at 10 a.m. Then stay with us for our Sunday morning worship service at 11 a.m., where Pastor Perry Musgraves brings an inspiring message straight from Scripture. Find your church family at Ohio Valley General Baptist Church.
The philosophy of Legence Bank is sit down with the customer, listen to their needs, and figure it out and figure a solution for them.
During COVID, Legence, they were who we looked for the PPP loan help, which allowed us to guarantee wages with our employees. Legence, they understand your entire business, whether it be checking, savings, equipment loans. They've really been a great partner in our business.
We have a great array of business products that we offer our customers. Our app is a great feature that we offer because there's so many capabilities with it. All of these different ways of taking care of your business definitely help the business work smoothly and efficiently.
Shawnee Tree Service LLC is a fully insured local business that provides 24/7 service on storm cleanup. They also provide tree trimming, tree removal, and stump grinding. Contact Gallatin County native Garrett Crane at 618-383-3019 for all your needs. The Gallatin County Athletic Boosters would also like to thank the following families and individuals: Larry and Jill Fillingham, John and Kathy Seeley, Terry and Anita Golden, the West family, Nick and Jacqueline Hunt, Mike and Charlotte Pritchett, Patty Winters, the Russell family, class of 1992. A huge thank you to all the sponsors for supporting your Hawks Athletics.
The Gallatin County band sounding great. Let's take a look at the halftime scoring for the Hawks. They're being led right now by Talon Smith with 13. 11 points for Jordan Montgomery, 7 points for Caston Wood, 6 for Jackson Carney, and then 2 points apiece, Wyatt Goebel, Kaysen Steele, 3 points for Elliott Page, and 2 points for Max Brockett for their total of 46. For Carrier Mills, they are led by TJ Finero with 3 and 2 points for Kanan Sumner. Again, let's take a look at that upcoming schedule. Tomorrow night, the Hawks are here at home as they'll be taking on the Crab Orchard Trojans, and that will be senior night tomorrow night. Basketball players, cheerleaders, Scholar Bowl, and band. I believe I don't think I left anybody out, but those are the ones that will be honored tomorrow night. And that is the boys tomorrow night against Carrier Mills. Friday night, the high school girls are playing in the regional championship game here at Gallatin County. The Hawks upset the higher-seeded Goreville Blackcats to move to the championship game against the top seed in their regional, the Christopher Lady Bearcats. Both teams met earlier in the year. Christopher got the win, but it was a close game, and the Lady Hawks come into this with a lot of momentum. So if you have an opportunity to come out Friday night and check that out, I know the Lady Hawks would appreciate it, as they came away with a big win on Monday night over Goreville to advance to that championship game. Then next week, the boys, on Monday the 23rd, they will open up regional tournament play. They are hosting a first-round game here Monday night against the Crab Orchard Trojans. So for Coach Lawler, the game plan and the preparation will be very similar for his next couple of games, as he's going to be seeing the same team. Crab Orchard will be in here Monday night for that opening round of the regional. If the Hawks are successful Monday night, they will advance to the semifinals, which are on Wednesday night, and that will be here at Gallatin. The whole regional is here. The semifinals, they'll be playing the winner of Hardin County and Joppa if they can advance past Crab Orchard. So, a lot of basketball coming up at tournament time. Boys tomorrow night, girls regional championship Friday night. That regional championship is at 6:30, I believe. And then the boys play next Monday night, 6:30, against Crab Orchard in the opening round of the regional. So, we got about a minute and a half before we get to the start of this second half. Hawks are up big. It does look like this could end up being a continuous clock in the fourth quarter if things continue on the same trend. And there's our buzzer to get things going, so I'm going to go ahead and readjust my camera. So pardon me if it's a little bumpy for a moment, but sometimes this camera can be just a little bit tricky, so a little sensitive sometimes. But then again, aren't we all? All right, we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Hawks lead it, and it will be Gallatin County basketball across the way. So that's the way this one's going to get started. Jordan Montgomery, Jackson Carney, Talon Smith, Caston Wood, and Max Brockett, the starting five on the floor for the Hawks, and we are underway here in the third. Wood with the ball over to Smith. Smith to Carney on the left side, drives all the way down to the low block, up and no good. Rebound comes down to Finero. Finero with the ball for the Wildcats, brings it up into the front court. Over to Skaggs on the right side. Skaggs into Sumner. Sumner turns. Kicks it down low. His pass is knocked loose and picked up by I believe that is number 21. That is Chase Dunn that picked that up and bounces it off the leg of Montgomery. And the Wildcats, the inbound into their own goal. Dunn flips it in. No one is there, and it will be Gallatin County basketball. 7:14 on the clock. Into the front court, down into the corner to Caston Wood. Up top, Talon Smith over to Kearney. Kearney off to Smith, into Wood, in the corner, underneath to Montgomery. Montgomery kicks it up top. Kearney fires the three, no good. Rebound long. Smith gets it, puts it back up, no good. Montgomery with the stick back. And the Hawks advance the lead up to 43. Into the front court, over to Skaggs. Skaggs. Bounce pass, trying to get it to Finero. It's broken up and knocked out of bounds by Kearney. Ball inbounded, Finero with the basketball. Pass stolen by Smith. He drives the length, lays it up and in. And Talon Smith tallies another for the Hawks. Over to Skaggs. Skaggs on the baseline. Tries to feed Sumner. Brockett steals it, gets it off to Kearney. Ahead to Wood. Wood pulls it out. Way up top to Kearney, and the Hawks reset their offense. 5:55 on the clock. Over to Smith. Smith dumps it to Brockett. Brockett, middle of the lane, one-hander, up and in. Max Brockett. The old running one-hander there for Max. Pass ahead to Furlong. He takes a dribble, fires the three, and it's good. And Cody Furlong drops one in from deep for the Wildcats. Pass over to Wood. Wood up top to Smith. Smith to Kearney, feeds Brockett. His shot rejected, and they're going to say last touch by Kerry Mills. Furlong blocks the shot, but they're going to say last touch off of the Wildcats. Montgomery to trigger it in. The maestro, Matt Martin, on the clock down there, did a great job. Bucket for Kearney on the inbound. I say that because he's doing masterful work with the clock down there tonight. Pass underneath to Dunn. Flips it down low to Sumner. His shot on the baseline, up and good. And Caden Sumner connects. Into the front court, Wood fires the three. Long rebound, tapped out, picked up by Finero. He drives the length and is going to be fouled by Wood as he goes for the layup. And that's going to send Finero to the line with 4:28 to go. First shot, no good off the rim for the Hawks. Wholesale changes. Page, Tucker, Combs, Goebel, and Crane come in. Finero's second shot is up and good. And the Hawks bring it up into the front court. Page with the basketball. Tucker down to Goebel. Back up top to Tucker. Tucker over to Page. Page to Combs. Up top to Tucker. To Page. Tucker into Goebel. Middle of the lane. Kicks it out. Whoa, going to call him for a walk in there. And I believe we may have a situation here where we're going to have a running clock later on. Pass over to Furlong. Furlong drives in. His shot up and good. Cody Furlong connects on the jumper. Good ball movement there by the Wildcats. Into the front court. Page over to Tucker. Tucker in the corner to Goebel. Spins baseline. Goes down. Lays it up. No good. Sumner with the rebound for Kerry Mills, out to Furlong to Finero into the front court. Finero picks it up, gets it over to Skaggs. Into the corner, Sumner with a three, and it's good. Kanan Sumner connects from downtown. And the Hawks back to their end of the floor. Over to Tucker. Tucker back to Page, over to Combs. Bounce pass into Crane, spins middle of the lane, gives it to Goebel. Shot from the free throw line blocked. Picked up by Sumner. Ahead to Finero. Finero into the front court for the Wildcats. Over to Furlong, off his hands, almost out of bounds. He saves it and keeps dribbling. Gives it to Finero. To Sumner, fires the three, no good. He was feeling it. Goebel on the weak side with the rebound. And the Hawks back to their end of the floor. Tucker with the basketball. Gives it off to Page. Page back to Tucker. Tucker dumps it low to Goebel. Knocked out of his hands, picked up by Kerr Mills. Skaggs with the ball, flings it ahead to Sumner. Sumner drives the lane and is going to be fouled on his way to the goal. Foul coming against number 34. That is Wyatt Goebel, and I believe that is that'll be Wyatt's first, and the team's second on the Hawks. Cason Steele checks in, and Wyatt Goebel will go to the bench. Kerr Mills to inbound the ball under their own goal. Great shot there of Drake Patton with his arm around his player, explaining what to do, teaching, doing a good job. Inbound pass to Sumner, his shot up, no good. Rebound Steele, gives it off to Page. And the Hawks back to their end with 1:50 on the clock. Left in the third. Bounce pass underneath, gets away, gets to Sumner. Gives it to Finero. Finero back the other way. 1:44 now on the clock in the third. Finero backs it out, almost backs up to the timeline. His pass broken up and stolen by Combs. Combs drives it in, lays it in. Aiden Combs with his first bucket of the varsity contest. Finero with the basketball for the Wildcats. Drives to the lane. They're going to call him for a walk. And that's going to be a turnover, and it will be turnover on the Wildcats. Ball inbounded to Tucker. Tucker into the front court. Bounce pass into Crane. Crane turns, kicks it out. Combs goes baseline, pulls it back out to Page. Page to Combs. Back to Page. Over to Tucker. Under a minute to go in the third. Bounce pass across the Page. Back out to Combs. To Steele. Down the lane. Lays it up. No good. Sumner with the board. Gives it off to Finero. Finero back the other way for the Wildcats. Into Furlong. Furlong up top. That would be Dunn. His pass broken up, knocked out of bounds. Ball flipped into Sumner, batted back toward Tucker. The Hawks will take over with 18 seconds. Into the front court, Tucker. Down to Steele. Up to Tucker. Tucker fires the three, up and good. Jaden Tucker connects. And the Hawks will lead it after three, 59-16. We will be running in the fourth, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. And it is Cara Mills basketball across the way. On the floor for the Hawks, Elliott Page, Cason Steele, Reese Crane, Jaden Tucker, and Aiden Combs. And for Cara Mills, they have Sumner, Dunn, Skaggs, Furlong, and Finero. As we will have the running clock in the fourth quarter, and it is on its way. So the Hawks coasting to their 15th victory of the year. Pass inside, kick down to Sumner. His shot up and good. Kanan Sumner has had a really good second half for the Wildcats. Pass ahead to Combs, down to Tucker. Tucker pulls it back out. Combs over to Page. Page to Combs, down to Tucker in the corner. Bounce pass into Crane, feeds Steele underneath. Steele throws it off the back wall, but they're going to say it was last touch. Cara Mills. And the Hawks will inbound into their own goal. Page flips it into Steele. Steele out to Crane. Back to Page in the corner. Elliott fires the three. Corner three. Pass from Cara Mills over to Furlong as he drives in. Foul on Aiden Combs. First on Aiden. First team foul on the Hawks. Dunn to inbound the ball for Cara Mills. He flips it in through the hands of Furlong, out top to Skaggs. Skaggs. Bounce pass underneath, broken up. Skaggs comes up with it. Hands it off, knocked away, stolen by Combs. All the way down, and Aiden Combs puts one in for the Hawks. Over to Furlong on the far side, down to Dunn. His pass batted outside. Furlong comes up with it, nearly stolen by Combs. Flip down in the corner to Dunn, up top to Skaggs, down to Sumner on the low block, now out to Finero. Finero drives in, worms his way through the defense. Foul, they're going to say on the ground. And Cara Mills will inbound the ball on the baseline. Foul against number 11. That is Elliott Page. That is his first. And that is the team's second. And Page will go to the bench as Wyatt Goebel will check in for him. Reminder, tomorrow night, the Hawks at home against Crab Orchard. Pass underneath to Skaggs. His shot up and good. Count the basket, says Kevin Lewis. And foul coming against number 34, Wyatt Goebel. That will be Wyatt's second. And that is Skaggs at the line with his first basket of the night in the varsity contest. And misses the free throw. It comes down to Steele. Off to Tucker. And into the front court for the Hawks. Tucker. Bounce pass in the middle of Steele. Steele out to Goebel. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Down to Combs in the corner, now up to Tucker, top of the key. Tucker works it into Steele. Steele feeds Crane on the baseline. Crane gets away with a walk. Bounce pass out to Tucker, stolen by Skaggs. That was Skaggs with the steal. And his pass is knocked away and stolen by Steele. Steele drives the length, lays it up, and they're going to call him for a travel on his way to the goal. 4 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock. Substitution on the floor. Cason Steele goes to the bench, and Elliott Page back in action for the Hawks. Into the front court. Finero drags the foot, and it's going to be a traveling violation, and it turns the ball back over to Gallatin County. Elliott Page to inbound for the Hawks. Gets it into Tucker. Tucker across to Page. Page in the corner to Goebel. Back up top, Page over to Tucker. Drives in, bounce pass, baseline. Crane goes up. He is fouled as Kanan Sumner will pick up his first foul. And that will send Reese Crane to the line to shoot 2, as we are at the 3:20 mark left in the game. Carabels with a full change of players out there. Cooper Scott, Hull, Kendon Hull, the other Hull, I've lost his name. Shot from Crane up and good, and he connects with both of them. And Reese Crane with his first points of the night. And I believe with that, every Hawk player has scored in the varsity contest tonight. Page up into the front court. 2.5 minutes to go. To Tucker, to Combs. Combs fires the 3, no good. Rebound comes down, knocked out of bounds. And it will be Gallatin County basketball, as Aiden Combs will trigger it in for the Hawks. Into Crane all by himself. He looked and Reese Crane was standing there just hanging out under the goal. Into the front court, number 3, that's Kendon Hall. Gives it off to the other Hall. And now number 22, I believe that is George Turner. No, that is not George Turner. It is George Turner. I had an uncle, George Turner. Hall drives, loses the handle. Goes down in the corner. It's a turnover. Ben Cullers checking in for Carabels with 1:42 to go. Ball into Page. Page up into the front court. The Hawks content to just let things run out here with 1:30, I would believe. Tucker down to Combs. Back up top to Tucker. Drives in to Goebel. Drives to the goal. Lays it up and in. Wyatt Goebel. Into the front court. George Turner loses the handle. Pass down the corner to Cullers. He saves it back into Goebel, who's on the move. And they're saying, hold up, hold up, hold up. 57 seconds left to play. 57 seconds left to run off the clock. Hawks are content to stand there and let it go for the last 50. And Carabels just as content, I believe. Coach Patton said, hey, just don't let them stand there, make them move, but which is the correct thing to do. Over to Goebel, up to Page, Page into Combs, over to Goebel, back to Page, over to Tucker, down to Crane in the corner. Reese Crane's going to hold on to it, flip it across to Goebel. Goebel way back out top to Tucker, 7 seconds. Hawks content to hold it now, and Carabels content to let them do it. And that's your ball game as the Hawks win it 70-20. And let's take a quick look at the scoring in this one for the Hawks. They were led by Talon Smith with 15, 13 points for Jordan Montgomery, 8 points for Jackson Carney, 7 for Caston Wood, 6 points for Elliott Page, a slew of people with 4 points. Max Brockett with 4, Aiden Combs with 4, Wyatt Goebel with 4, Reese Crane with 4, 2 points for Kaysen Steele, and that would mean that every Hawk player who played in the game tonight, which was all of them, did crack the scoring column. So that is their total of 70 for Carabels. They were led by Kanan Sumner with 9, 5 points for Cody Furlong, 4 points for TJ Finero, and 2 points for Tyler Skaggs. The Hawks improve to 15-15 on the season, 10-3 in the GEC. And they will move on tomorrow night. They're going to take on the Crab Orchard Trojans. That is senior night here. Basketball players, cheerleaders, Scholar Bowl, band, all will will be recognized tomorrow night. Friday night, the high school girls will be playing. As Coach Fromm is looking up here, the high school girls will be playing Friday night at 6:30, regional championship against the Christopher Lady Bearcats. That will be right here at the high school, so the Lady Hawks have a chance to win their second consecutive regional championship. And then the boys will begin regional tournament play on Monday at 6:30, a home game Monday night in a first round game in the regional, as they will host the Crab Orchard Trojans. So we're going to see a whole lot of Coach Tyler Hatton here in the next week or so at the school. And always good to see Coach Hatton. And that is where we're at with our future calendar. And that's where we're at with things here. Hawks win one tonight, 70-20. Coach Lawler down with his team. He will not be up to talk with us tonight. Not a whole lot to say. Just happy that they turned things around after a rough night last night down at Hardin County. And they will look tomorrow to improve against Crab Orchard and guarantee themselves no less than a 500 record at the end of the season with a win tomorrow night. So with that being said, this is Dave Cruzen saying I will see you all tomorrow night, as I will be here on the call with you. And hopefully, if you can't be here in person, you'll join us and listen in and watch. And until then, I'll see you down the road.